Hey guys, welcome back. It's Shane with One Shift at a Time, and we're doing the penultimate episode of the NHL Power Rankings for the 2023 season. This is episode 22, and as I said, there's only one left after this one. Wow, the season's flown. Number 10, it is the Los Angeles Kings. They're 45, 23, and 10, 100 points, and they're dropping a spot this week after going 2-2. Most concerning was the two losses to the Oilers, of course, because that is a potential first-round matchup, and they did kind of look outclassed in those ones, so they're going to need to fix that before they head into the playoffs. They are going to look to chase down the Golden Knights, though, for first place, which would help them not face the Oilers in the first round as they play the Golden Knights tonight. Number 9, it is the Minnesota Wild. They're 44, 23, and 10, 89 points. And they do drop 4 points this week after losing 2 in a row. Both the Golden Knights, that one really did hurt. They had a good kind of a streak going, and it had allowed them to go quite high up the power rankings, but kind of leveling out now. They're in tough tonight as well, as they look to take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's another team that's very desperate for points, so that's going to be a great game. Number 8, it is the Colorado Avalanche. 46, 24, and 6. 98 points. First in the second Central, and they're winners of 5 of their last 6 games. They're really rolling at the right time. We've talked about that. They're starting to get healthy. This could be a dangerous team. Definitely not as dangerous as they looked last year heading into the playoffs, but always a good team. They do take on some weaker teams down the stretch too. They got the Coyotes twice, the Sharks twice, Anaheim. There's a Oiler game in there as well, but they are going to start that whole thing off with a rematch of the game they played last against the Sharks. So again, easily winnable, I think, for them. Number 7, same spot as last week. It is the Toronto Maple Leafs. 46, 21, and 10, 102 points. That's second in the Atlantic. And a lot of teams in the top 10 did this, and they went 2-2. They probably should have won some of those games too, especially the game versus Detroit comes to mind. Maybe not the one against Florida, but the game against Detroit, I think they should have won. It's not that they're doing horrible, but it's going to be a very tough one tonight as they do take on the number 1 team in the league and the Boston Bruins. That's going to be good. Number 6, it is the New Jersey Devils. They're 49, 21, and 8. That's 106 points, second in the Metro. They're up 2 spots again this week. But they did lay a bit of a stinker on that one game against the Jets. Other than that, they had a good week, as I said, but just kind of concerning. They kind of really came up empty in that game. We'll maybe give that off to the Jets, who are really seeing Calgary in the rearview mirror and wanting to put some points, but they definitely didn't get it done last night. The New Jersey Devils are going to take on the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight, so they should easily win that one. Number 5, it is the Vegas Golden Knights. They're 48, 22, and 8. That's 104 points. First in the Pacific. They're down 2 spots. Another team that went 2-2 this week. A lot of that went on. So as much as there is movement, a lot of the movement was canceled out by the fact that so many other teams did. They did lose to the Sharks and the Preds too, so that was definitely concerning. They did beat the Wild twice though, and they'll need to bring it tonight as they're in danger of being passed by the LA Kings, so they really want to win that game. Number 4, Carolina Hurricanes. They're coming right back up here. It's 50, 18, and 9. That's 109 points. It's going to be first in the Metro and definitely turning it around. They did have those tough 2 weeks, as we talked about it. I did finally have to give them a bit of a drop last week, but they did come right back. They've won 3 in a row, and they could end the Predators' playoff hopes if they're able to beat them tonight. Number 3, it's the New York Rangers. 46, 21, 11, 103 points. Third in the Metro. Yeah, they're down a spot. They did get past, but they also only went 2-2 this week, at the common theme. So they're just not a lot of movement. This is going to be one of the nastiest teams, I think, to play in the playoffs. This is a team built to go far, I think. I think the St. Louis Blues are going to see that tonight. Number 2, the Edmonton Oilers. Wow, have they really come on strong. They're 47, 23, and 9. That's 103 points. That's second in the Pacific. And now this team is just on fire. The last couple of years, they've always seemed to have games that they look really good in. But it's followed up by some bad games, really, where they're never able to string it together. This year, they look good every single night. And another thing, they're having no goaltending controversy. And that's the first time in a couple seasons that that's been there as well. So the Oilers are looking good at the right time. And they're going to take on the Sharks on Saturday night. Number 1 is the Boston Bruins. The Oilers haven't done quite enough yet to take them out. They're 60-12-5, 125 points. Yeah, you heard that right, 125 points. That is a big reason. Then nobody's going to be taking them out of one unless they do go on a losing streak or something like that. I mean, as I said, the Oilers are nipping at their heels, but for now, that's as close as the Oilers will get. They are going to have a potential first-round matchup as well, as they're going to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs, which is always a good game. So I'm definitely going to be watching that tonight. Let me know in the comments below how your top 10 is looking. Give this thing a like. Share this thing around, as always. I really do appreciate it. If you're not already a subscriber, I'd really like to have you as a subscriber. It really means a lot to me. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you in the next episode.